Yo, what's going on, everybody in the world? It's your boy Hood, man. I'm hitting y'all up, man. It's quarantine time still right here in America. And I'm just hollering at y'all about some crazy issues that I've seen happening around the world. Uh, thank y'all, number one, for watching my movie Killer Rapper. I appreciate all the support. It's on Vimeo. You can see it right now live at my website, hoodfilms.com. Or we got an actual website for the movie, which is killerrapper.h vx.tv, killerrapper.hvx.tv. I'm gonna try to write that somewhere on the screen. If not, just write that down. Or go to my website, hoodfilms.com, and you'll be able to check out the movie. And I'm grateful for all the support we had over Memorial Day weekend. Thank y'all for all that. You know what I'm saying? We get a lot of support for the movie. It's a dope ass movie. I directed it. It's a thriller. It's action scenes. It's just crazy. Y'all gonna love it, man. So go check it out. The trailer is in a few of my videos back. And like and subscribe on my page too, because this is where I talk to you at. Try to keep up with everything I'm doing over here at Hood Films, which is a brand we started in Chicago many years ago, and we still got things popping. You know, the summer's kicking back off, so we'll be doing a lot more filmmaking as soon as the pandemic lifts up. Yo, I want to holler at y'all about the serious issues that's going on right now in America, and I know you've seen the issues with the guy getting killed out there in Minneapolis. If you haven't seen it, it's a video swirling around the internet about this black dude being held down by a white cop. And the cop is an elderly kind of guy. He like in his 50s, real skinny ass arms too. He looked really like a little scrawny dude. But he older, tall, and he holding his knee on this black dude who you can't really tell. All you can see is the guy, half of his torso and his head, and he got it pinned down to the ground, and the guy screaming he can't breathe, and people all standing around him, and you got like an Asian cop blocking the scene, blocking the people from intervening and stopping the cop from holding this dude down. He held him down so long that the guy passed out, but now we realize he didn't pass out, he actually died. They took him to the hospital and they pronounced him dead. So the cop, they just announced just a minute ago that the cop, 4 cops that was out there that day on that moment got fired. This happened this past Monday, just like a day or two ago, if not yesterday. And so now they lost their job. They put them on paid leave at first, but now they lost their jobs, so, and the people going crazy on Twitter, going crazy on Instagram. There's a lot of information going out there about who these people are, these cops, why it took so long for them to get fired, and why are they just murdering black dudes like that. So you got a pandemic where everybody's sitting around the crib watching media, videos, cell phones, and then you got murderous ass cops out there murdering dudes for nothing. And it's like, what the fuck's going on? These dudes are straight up cowards if they didn't have these outfits on, if they didn't wear the gun, if they want. These are straight up pussies. If that white dude would have ran up on that black dude and he wasn't a state representative, a government official, that would not happen. He'd get his whole side of his face knocked the fuck off, and he'd run. He'd be saying, my life is really in threat because this black dude got the chance to defend himself. And then you look at the black dude sitting under the knee and you thinking like, man, save yourself. Like, this dude is trying to kill you. Swirl around, jump up. You don't know if he's under influence of drugs or alcohol, or if he's sick or tired or whatever. But you got this cop, no mask on, knee down on this black man. And it's literally straight from the lynching times, when a black man can be controlled by a white man physically or any other way. And it's like, now we got to hope that the government or the people in Minnesota will do the right thing and get these guys, press charges and put them in jail for violating the civil rights and all this stuff. And it's like, if that was a white woman, if that was a white kid, if that was a white man, he would not do that kind of negative shit to him and hold his knee on the man's head. Like, come on, man. What kind of vicious shit is this? Now, we got to be up in a country where somebody could be that heinous and that vicious to try to kill you, and ain't nothing you can do to protect yourself. Anything you do to protect yourself, basically you saying, I'm ready to go to war with the government. Because you heard about the guy who was protecting his house when they came and shot up his house, him and his wife or girlfriend, and he shot back at them after they raided his house, which was the wrong house, and they shot 20 fucking bullets in his crib and killed his lady, who was a first responder and an ambulance driver, and she dead. And then they locked him up, saying, hey, you shot a cop in the leg doing a raid, so you go to jail for attempted murder of a police officer. So they just let him out of jail, but just when they say went back on the charges, because everybody brought a lot of pressure to them. But you can see that it's definitely a war on black men. And no matter where you are in this country, no matter even if you were Ahmaud Arbery is in a small town in fucking Georgia, it is a fucking war. And these white guys got 100% power to just run down on you, question you, pull you to the side, get in your face, outnumber you, and ain't nothing you can do. And when you see this guy getting murdered like that on the street, you wonder why the people ain't jumping in. Well, it's a little Asian dude standing there blocking the people from attacking the cop who got his knee on the man's neck. It's at first you can see the Asian dude kind of looking down at the black dude, he could almost tell he wanted to say, hey man, chill, but he don't. He know in that situation he probably has less seniority than that white cop. And he just stand there and watch it, and then he stand there and block the people and keep people back, don't rush in. So the man getting murdered for nothing. He getting murdered for doing some kind of, they said they had some kind of forgery situation in the neighborhood. So this guy's, I guess, getting murdered because he could have been for forgery. No courtroom, no judge, no jury, just on the scene of arrest, you die. Man, this is a war, man, and it's like, how do you win it? How do you fight back? All these guys and girls who don't think racism exists and thinking that voting for somebody is going to change the dynamic of how black people are treated in America, or even think that there's a thing of people of color. How is there a thing of people of color when this Asian cop is sitting here watching a white cop kill a black guy? He's sitting here watching it. He could have at least, if anything else, said, hey, come on, man, get up off him, he down. Anything. But he stood right there and just let it go down. Okay with it. Why? That's not people of color. That's not nobody who think that another human is supposed to survive. Some of this stuff is just outrageous, man. And then you wonder, what if I run into the cops? What if my sons run into the cops? Then what? Then what if somebody I know run into the cops and then there's some situation that get escalated? You know what I mean? So it's like really sad, man. I hope them dudes get locked up. I hope that they get their one chance in the future to run into some black dudes. And now it ain't no cops. It ain't no, you ain't got no authority. And then let's see how you respond to that experience. And instead of just because you got a gun and you're a cop, you can sit on somebody's neck and kill them. And then you look at how sick it is in America, how people can actually put money on these kind of people, build up a fund for these kind of people. These people, they're killer, they're massive, they're monstrous, and they can put a thing together and build up money for them. So, you know, it's a war, man, and we up against the guns. So I think that as a people, we need to try to stick together and just try to figure out how to get past this little window of murderous white dudes catching a black guy and letting it all out, and they don't give a shit. So check my other videos out. I got new videos coming out. I'm about to do 2 more videos on the same subject matter of different issues and different situations that I've seen online. Like and subscribe. Thank you. This your boy Hood Films. Go check my movie out at hoodfilms.com. It's called Killer Rapper, man. I made it myself. I directed, I wrote it, I shot it, I edited it, I did it all, man. So thank y'all for supporting, and I'll holler at y'all in a minute.